What's up guys, this is Ray and welcome to Asian Filmist. And we're continuing our month of February's theme of romantic films with 2003's Please Teach Me English. It's a South Korean film directed by Kim Sun-soo and starring Lee Na-young and Jang Hyuk. And this was definitely one of the first Korean rom-coms I've seen when I started getting into Asian cinema, so I decided to watch it again and see how it holds up after all these years. So the story centers around this kind of ordinary, plain-looking office girl by the name of Young-ju. And she's assigned by her company to take English classes because no one in the office can speak English, and they deal with foreigners on the regular. And so at her English school, she meets Moon-soo, who kind of comes off as this playboy womanizer. And of course, in typical Korean rom-com fashion, she starts to like him, but he actually has a thing for their English teacher, who happens to be from Australia. Alright, that's the story, so let's talk about the positives and negatives. First, the positives. It's a good old Korean rom-com. It's if you want something that's lighthearted with a lot of laughs and of course a little that Korean flavored romance, this is definitely a movie to watch. And something I want to point out, I think it's actually an interesting look on the attitudes of Korean people with English and English education. And not only that, but interactions with English-speaking foreigners who can't speak a lick of Korean. And as a former teacher of English here in Japan, I've run across many people who've shared the same attitude as the many characters in this film have towards English education. It's like, oh, this is a pain in the ass, I'm never going to use English, why the hell do I need to take it? It's because my boss speaks English and only communicates with English, so I guess I have to do it. Like, you meet the character Young-ju. One of the things that the English teacher does to kind of set the mood as an English-speaking environment, she tells each student to pick an English language nickname. Like Moon-soo chooses the name Elvis, but Young-ju refuses to choose an English name because she says, we're in Korea, why the hell do I need to do something that's related to English? I'm gonna forever be a Young-ju. I don't need it to be anything else. But in addition to the two main characters, the cast is filled with an energetic variety of characters, which are all fun and enjoyable in their own right, especially when you come to learn their reasons for choosing to study English. And something that I think is unique, coming from a background of teaching English, usually when students come to an English school, they have to take a level check so they can be placed in the correct class. And the way this movie portrayed their English evaluation test, it was dressed up like a fighting game, and it was fun. Being a fan of fighting games myself, it was entertaining to watch. And on top of that, the chemistry between the two leads, it was fun and it was lovable. It definitely, if you're into the sugary type of romantic comedy films, you'll definitely find a lot to enjoy about this movie. I felt that the character of Moon-soo, the lead guy, was kind of inconsistent. He comes into the story being this showbo, this playboy, this flirt. But then things start to take a twist, and then you learn his real reason for joining the school, and it just makes his whole entire character arc inconsistent. But at the same time, this is a Korean romantic film, and these kinds of twists are kind of expected to happen. And when it does take that turn, it turns into your typical tearjerker Korean romantic film. And I thought, it started off really strong, but once it started diving into the typical tropes of the genre, it kind of lost me a bit. And I feel many Korean rom-coms, especially from this era, they kind of do that. They start you off with something lighthearted, and then they turn it around, and suddenly they're trying their hardest to make you cry, and it sucks. But that being said, what did I think of Please Teach Me English? After all these years, I still kind of enjoyed it. I remember when I first watched it, I had ranked it as one of my favorite Korean rom-coms of that particular era. I mean, it was fun, it was cute, and I was going through a phase where I absolutely ate all that up. But rewatching it now, I look back at the stuff that's in the movie, you kind of realize how cheesy it was, but at the same time, you can't help but just smile and have fun with it. And I feel like many Korean rom-coms, to kind of separate themselves from the rest of the movies in the genre, they have to have a gimmick, a background setting, so that way it sets the mood. In this case, it's an English language classroom. And a lot of the scenes that happen in the classroom, it tickled me a bit because I was doing that for many years, teaching English here in Japan. But admittedly, once you take away that gimmick, and especially once you take away the English language classroom in this movie, you are left with a typical Korean romantic film about unrequited love and awkward social interactions. Oh yeah, and let's not forget about tension that's caused with not being honest about what's really happening in your life. But do I recommend this movie? Yeah. You know, if you're into Korean rom-coms and you want something fun and sweet and sugary to watch, this movie can be enjoyed. And especially if you're looking for a cute date movie to watch with your SO. And it's a definite representation of how dominant Korea was in the rom-com genre back in this day. And so yeah, those are my thoughts on Please Teach Me English. What did you guys think? Or what kind of questions did you guys have? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to Asian Filmist to join in more discussions and reviews on Asian films. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter and all that good stuff. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all again in the next video. Take it easy.